Welcome to our videos previewing our FBA Qui Tam Section 2025 Annual Conference, Hard-Won Wisdom, FCA Pitfalls, and Best Practices. I'm Scott Oswald, Chair of the Programming Committee at the Federal Bar Association, and joining me today is the Chair of the section. Megan Mocho is a partner at Holland Knight. Megan, hello.
Hello, thank you so much for having me, Scott. I'm very excited about the annual conference.
Well, we are all excited about the annual conference because we have two terrific co-chairs that have organized the conference for us. Megan, give us a sense who they are first and kind of what they have in store for us.
Sure. So, as with every conference that we hold, we have two co-chairs that kind of spearhead the event. One from the private sector and one from the public sector. This year is no exception. So we're pleased to welcome back Danielle Pilot, who is with Choate Hall and Stewart. Danielle is a partner there, and she was a speaker previously for us at one of the conferences. And on the public sector chair, we have Diana Seslak, who is a senior trial counsel in the fraud section, working on False Claims Act cases, healthcare cases, including a number of high-profile settlements very recently and throughout the years. So both are excellent moderators in their own right, as well as developers of the panels and the theme of our conference.
So tell us a little bit about the theme, just a little bit about the work behind it and what we can expect over the 2 days as that theme kind of takes hold.
Sure, sure. So this year, the title is Hard-Won Wisdom, FCA Pitfalls and Best Practices. And in the early planning phases, which for those of you who have participated in our annual conference in the past are well aware, planning starts basically the next week after last year's annual conference. And so we were fortunate in that last year we were previewed with the priorities of the department and by one of our speakers. And so we were able to pivot and take those priorities and put them into practice in terms of this year's annual conference. So day one of the conference will focus on those priorities. And so the areas that have been specifically identified by DOJ are ones that we are going to focus on. These are ones that the folks in the practice area are aware of, but we're going to talk about pandemic fraud, cybersecurity fraud, Medicare Part C, causes to be submitted healthcare cases, nursing home quality of care. Really looking forward to hearing from insiders and practitioners alike on those priorities. The second day, we're going to focus on a practitioner's perspective. Those of us who have practiced in this space, there's a lot of things we get right. There's a lot of things we get wrong. But one thing we can all agree on is that we learn from each other and having an open and robust dialogue about these nuanced areas of practice are really important to make us all better attorneys, better practitioners, and better negotiators throughout all of our cases. And so our panels on the second day are going to focus on just that, practitioner perspectives. So we're going to be talking about damage modeling, the role of insurance, dealing with retaliation claims, voluntary self-disclosure, and navigating U.S. Attorney's Office investigation. But these areas are ones that having a thoughtful, almost unfiltered discussion with our colleagues really is going to make it a better run for all of us on all sides. So that's our second day.
And Megan, we're going to have big blocks of time to socialize, to talk with colleagues from across the country and various disciplines about the False Claims Act. I know I'm excited about that. How about you?
That is one of the best parts of the conference. The introvert in me is always a little hesitant, but I always find it to be an extremely useful part of the conference. And one of the things that our participants and our attendees really cite too as the value in our conference, the quality of individuals that attend because of the quality of the programming is really a key driver in our success. And so you're able to talk and to mingle and to have meaningful discussions the evenings before, during the conferences, during the breaks, with folks from across the aisle. So Defense Counsel meeting with Relators Counsel, meeting with the Government Counsel and Investigative Counsel. It really is a practitioner's program in every respect, and that is seen even in our networking opportunities during the event.
Megan, thank you. And for those tuning in, we look forward to seeing you at the FBA Qui Tam Section's 2025 Annual Conference, Hard-Won Wisdom, FCA Pitfalls, and Best Practices, February 19th through the 21st, 2025. You can register right now at www.quitamconference.com.